One of the most sweeping changes would end the sale of assault weapons. Think AR-15s.
We support the bill. We do not think weapons of war have a place on our street.
Taking on gun control with big reforms passed through committees on party line vote.
And one of those changes would ban assault weapons.
Senate Bill 749 could ban the sale and in some cases possession of certain semi-automatic rifles, pistols, and shotguns, along with magazines capable of holding more than 10 rounds.
This is one of the several gun bills that just pushed through the Virginia Senate. And no, this isn't just about Virginia. Virginia is just the example. This is what happens when lawmakers stop talking about crime and start talking about possession. They take things millions of Americans own legally, relabel them as dangerous, and then they change the definition. And that part matters because listen to how they define what gets banned.
The bill defines assault weapons based on specific physical features. Andrew Godard with the Virginia Center for Public Safety, a gun violence prevention group, argues the weapons targeted by the bill are designed for mass casualties.
That's the giveaway right there. Defined based on the physical appearance of features. Not how the gun works, not what it does, not whether it's ever been used in a crime. Features. That's how you ban something without banning it outright. Two guns can function the exact same way. One's legal, one's illegal because of how it looks. And when they can't explain why a feature suddenly makes something dangerous, they fall back on the same justification every time. They start comparing civilian firearms to military, like the military doesn't use pistols, knives, or a dozen other tools civilians are already allowed to own.
The type of weapons that we're trying to remove from public space are the type of weapons which mimic the lethality and of the weapons that we give to our military. That capability to kill a large number of people in a very short period of time isn't something that is a fundamental right in self-defense.
This comparison shows up every single time. They say military weapons because it scares people, not because it's actually accurate. An AR-15 is not an issued M4 by the military. It does not have the same select fire switch that makes it full auto. But here's why that comparison matters. Once you convince people something sounds like a nuclear weapon, it becomes easier to justify taking, even if millions of normal law-abiding people own it responsibly. And once that door is open, watch where the bill actually goes next.
Grossly misdefines what is an assault weapon based on cosmetic features and things that really have nothing to do with the function of the firearm.
One of the most controversial changes came through a committee substitute that removed a grandfathering clause.
If your uncle or your grandfather have a magazine for a standard pistol that they purchased legally, on July 1st, they will be now a criminal in Virginia.
That's not public safety. That's retroactive criminalization. You followed the law, you bought it legally, you kept it responsibly, and now, just for owning it, you're a criminal. And you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to who this actually impacts.
The bill would disproportionately impact people who have followed the law.
Most of these things won't have any impact on criminals. They'll just create new criminals by passing these laws.
That says it all. It won't have any impact on criminals. So who is this actually aimed at? Because criminals don't care about magazine limits. They don't care about features lists. They don't care about bans. Only one group does. The people trying to comply. And here's the part most people miss. This doesn't stop at magazines. It doesn't stop at definitions. It just keeps going.
A Virginia Senate committee advanced several bills that would tighten gun laws. One bill would create a Class 1 misdemeanor for any person who imports, sells, manufactures, buys, owns, or transports an assault firearm.
Listen to that list carefully. Imports, sells, manufactures, buys, owns, transports. That's not about misuse. That's not about violence. That's about existence. If you touch it, move it, buy it, sell it, or already own it, you're the one in the crosshairs.
The committee rejected a bill to increase the mandatory minimum sentence for use or display of a firearm during the commission of certain felonies.
That's the tell. They'll expand who counts as a criminal, but they won't increase penalties for actual criminal use. So this was never about stopping violence. It was about redefining normal ownership until it becomes illegal. This doesn't stay in Virginia because the bill isn't the point. The blueprint is. Redefine what's normal, criminalize possession, call it safety. If it works in one place, it shows up everywhere. And every gun owner knows this already. The laws don't move state by state. They move idea by idea. So imagine right now they're doing this under the Trump administration. Imagine what they'll try to do when there's no longer a Trump administration, when they have the House or the Senate or Congress or the presidency. Think about that for a second, because Virginia is just where they're testing it.
One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.